What a game for the Chicago Bulls, winning this hard fought game against the 76ers, who I thought was going to win this game. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to talk about this huge win by the Bulls right after this.
Get the lowdown on one of the most iconic basketball teams in the world. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
What is going on, Bulls Nation? So another win by the Bulls. They're now up to 6-1. And to be quite honest with you, even that loss with the New York Knicks, I was okay with it because they did put up a fight. And if they lose against the 76ers tonight, it wasn't a bad thing as well, because I was about to make a video. I was just like, all right, this might be a loss, because it does sure look like that. In the first half, you'll be like, all right, they are lifeless. It's kind of the same with New York. And the thing with the Bulls is that they're not talented enough. I would say the team within itself, to be down that much, it's an uphill battle from there. However, they do work hard though. That is one thing that I could say within this Bulls team that I probably haven't said in 4 years, is that this team does work hard. They have grit. Again, something that you wouldn't say. Something I never thought that I would say with it being a Josh Giddey led team, because Josh Giddey is not known for that. He's a finesse player who got good numbers. At least he was known like that. But within this stretch, within this year, I would say, Josh Giddey has nothing but been short of phenomenal. The guy, I used to say this, and I'm one of those guys who are like, all right, Josh Giddey is one half of the court. He's pretty good offensively, but defensively, he's a liability. I don't know if I can say that this year. He's holding his own. He's doing some, tip passes. He's rotating well. He's getting a lot of steals. He's not going to be an Alex Caruso ever, but he can hold his own. He's using his frame now. He's doing all the right things, and he took over this game. When nothing was going on for the Bulls, he was the constant, just up there, like we need score, he's gonna score. He's gonna drive to the basket, the shots are not falling, he's gonna lay the ball in. He's always there. Like, he's just this bad case of flu that just wouldn't go away from Philadelphia, and he keeps on chipping in. And finally the entire team kind of woke up from the first half nightmare that they were on, because I think it was like a 20-point lead, if not more. And then every time that Josh Giddey goes to the bench, it feels like the lead would come down and it'll go right back up again. The absence of Ayo for sure is making this hard for the second unit, because of the pace of the Bulls. The way the Bulls are playing requires a lot of energy. And without Ayo, it feels like there was no driving force from the bench to just keep on pushing the ball. I am still impressed with limited numbers with Patrick Williams, how he played. He only had 3 points. But again, when he went to the game, it feels like he got a couple of rebounds. It feels like, how many rebounds? Yeah, he got a couple of rebounds. He got that one big rebound against 3 guys. So that was big. He made some pretty good defensive plays. Matas didn't really had a good game tonight, but he bounced back. This is what you want to see as growth with this. Even if they lost, I would have been fine, because the growth and maturity is coming along, where they were down, but they kept on fighting, grinding, slowly chipping away. And again, even if they had lost, that would have been a pretty okay lose to accept for me. But the fact that they won, that's just icing on the cake. Very happy, because especially for Josh Giddey, who worked his tail off tonight. He had a triple-double, 29 points. That is after the career high that he had with New York. Maybe not the career high the previous game. But again, Kevin Huerter, 12 points off the bench, +5. The bench, Jalen Smith, again, did a pretty good game for Jalen Smith. Patrick Williams, again, 3 point. Dalen Terry had some good spots as well. He had 14 minutes, only 2 points, but defensively, he was pretty solid. I wouldn't say phenomenal, but pretty solid. Who else did we have here? Isaac Okoro. He is. I haven't been. I wouldn't say critical off of him, but 16 points, made crucial buckets down the line. 3-pointer. He was 3 out of 4. So typical 3 on D. Pretty good for Isaac Okoro. I want to see that more consistently, but you know what? His defense is pretty consistent though. Like I said, Matas, pretty decent game. Like what, he got 5 rebounds, +9, but he was on foul trouble, and in the first half, he got kind of chewed. Some dumb fouls in the beginning, fouling in the 3-point area. Had some lay-ins that I wish he would have gone stronger. He had some towards the end of the game, which is, kind of like a doozy, because he drove, I think, twice, and one got kind of blocked and the other one got stripped on him. So maybe, another point of maybe improvement on Matas is we already said that the physicality, maybe he needs to put a little bit more muscle on that frame, so that next time he can go up strong and deter those kind of moments. But overall, great performance by the Bulls. Amazing effort, and 6-1. They are for real, ladies and gentlemen. I said that on this trail, I'll be happy if they go 3-5 or something like that, but now they're 2-1. So pretty happy. But thank you for watching. If you're a Bulls fan, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.